Welcome everyone to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Online, episode 47. And we are currently at White Brim Front. And previously in episode 46, we were trying to get into the good side of House Dunedain because they don't view adventurers in very good light. So they were reluctant at first to help us out, but then the Inquisitor, Guillaume, at every chance he could, sullied our name, not only in front of the Lord of the Fort, but everyone we talked to. And Ishgard being a theocracy, the last thing that the populace wants to do is be caught speaking with an unbeliever or someone who could potentially be accused of heresy. So we did some investigation, and Alphnaud bid us go out the eastern gates, which is this gate here, because one of the guards said that he saw the Inquisitor leaving through the east gate, but the only thing that's out here is a gorge. So we investigated down to the bottom of the gorge, and we found something very peculiar at the bottom of the gorge here, and something that could very possibly explain why the Inquisitor has such an interest in us and such an interest in driving us away. So without further ado, let us continue the story. We need to speak with Alphnaud. Blood for blood. Alphnaud is determined to discover Inquisitor Guillaume's true identity. Since Lord Durlamont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim. Yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jonan with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must just do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Yeah, so what happened previously in the previous episode, and spoiler warning, if you haven't seen the previous episode, pause and go back and watch it. We'll be fine. Just wait for it to come back. But we found the body of an Inquisitor at the bottom of the gorge, and we believe that is to be the true Guillaume, killed on the day that he arrived. We have a copy of his orders. And this is the guy who said he saw him go out the eastern gate. So we're going to confront him with the evidence and see what he says. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? How do you explain this? The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Pernulia. She was at the eastern gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. I expected a response, but we did get a lead here. I think it might be outside. Yeah. You. do not believe I know you, madam. Pray, move along and trouble me no more. See, people are very wary of speaking to us. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know none of it. Not at all. What? Do you doubt my words? Away with you. I will suffer you slander no more. So we do the doubt command in chat here. You, and this is her response, you know, don't you? Fury take me, I prayed this day would come. When sure Jolna gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him and nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, strained to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I have never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Junel and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jonan to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whitebrim Front, Inquisitor Guillaume was heralded a hero. Never mind the peanut gallery, if you were to hear the cats in the background. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillamont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing until Lord Francois was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whitebrim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Halinarte, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner. So we need to search the area southeast of Whitebrim Front. And this may be on the other side here. I don't know if we can walk through and through here. Ooh, we can. So, yeah, ends up you can slip through that little space there. And here's the trail that we take up to the garrison. But right here is where we find the box. And now we go back to Drillamont. I think our friend's going to take the long way, but we can take this way. Yep. There's our friend. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. That's not why we're here. There had better be a very good explanation for why you are carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Lightbringer, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Let's see. Gladiator. Disciple of War. We'll take this. The Heretic Among Us. That thrice damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dragoonian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul, whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Lightbringer. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Yes, sir. So we are at White Brim Front here. So we want to go out this gate that's closest to the barracks. And we want to go down that path there to Snowcloak. We'll eventually figure out what this dungeon is, but that's not for a while. That's not for a while yet. Anyway, call upon our trusty steed, and we will head southwest. Okay. Click on the house knight. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Drillmont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Yep. Ready as we'll ever be. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halloween's halls. Only the wicked... But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you, I have never questioned the teachings of Halloween. Inquisitor! Release the maid and come with us. My Lord Drillmont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guillaume and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Jolamont. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? For whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazy crusade? You speak to me of Isghardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me. Deafened by the dogma as you are, if you desire retribution, Lord Jolamont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Ravanian fang and claw. There you are. That's it. Focus on me. When you're starting to take damage in these instances, Bloodbath is a good skill to use as it converts, over time it converts some of your damage to healing. My glamour is dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whiteburn Front shall fall. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. Lightbringer, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Isghardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray, visit me at Whitebrim Front and bring your associates. Okay. Back from the fight, we will tell Alphnaud of the update. Where have you been, Lightbringer? The false Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. In pursuit of the past. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we enter the Stone Vigil. Pray Lord Drillmont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guillaume would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocents. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. But you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the signs of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to have been proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we'd appreciate if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed by the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Coerthas, from which they have struck out at us with despering regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have yet has been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Dromont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalin of your impending visit. May Halon guide you, scions. Okay, so now we are finally free to go to the Stone Vigil. Now, to get there, we don't want to go... We want to go through the western gate that is farthest from the barracks. So not this one that is closest, but this one that has the really long bridge. And we just need to go straight. And this is the ruins of the Stone Vigil. And there's a good chance that you'll get attacked by a random mob. So that is going to call it for today's episode. With the Inquisitor slain as a heretic, everything barring us from the Stone Vigil has been cleared. So we are finally able to enter the dungeon called the Stone Vigil and claim our airship. But we will do that next time, as we're going to dedicate a episode just to that. But anyway, thank you for watching, and join us next time when we enter the Stone Vigil. And until then, take care, and we'll see you next time.